I'm just trying to show consistency for real, showing I know how to do my job, and that I'm the guy that should be next up. Just making plays whenever the ball comes my way, and just trying to build the DB room.
What's the best thing you think you've shown so far throughout camp?
Really, my consistency, just trying to stack day by day, get better. Like there's one day where my footwork wasn't the best, I try to come back that next day and make sure that that's something I really key on and try to fix and just continue to grow.
Which of those three older safeties been helpful for you?
Yeah, they've been really helpful. They have a year of experience on the field, so just hearing what they have to say, what they see, it helps me figure out, okay, if he's going to be here this play, I have to play this type of way, and just knowing how I have to go about the play.
Coach Narduzzi said that he feels like this year's team is a little more businesslike and serious compared to last year's team. Do you get that same sense?
Oh yeah, I do. Every day we always we always remember 3-9, and we don't want to feel that again. So every time we go out to the practice field, it's always competition. It's always physical. We're trying to make sure that we're ready for the first game and the games further on down the road.
You won 3 state championships in a row in high school.
Yes, sir.
How does being in such a successful program, a powerful program like that, help you in your college career?
Yeah, I just try to bring that same tradition over here. High school, knowing what it took to win, it's a little harder in college. So you try to bring whatever you know from high school for whatever you were taught in high school and try to bring it up to this level and, instill it into the young guys because, when I'm gone, those guys are going to be the next guys up. And, you want to help this program continue the culture and tradition that we've had.
Right now, you guys are the next guys up, right? I mean, you got like 9 new starters on defense. Does it feel like I'm sure you're used to everybody now, but does it feel like kind of a new group, like a fresh group, fresh defense?
Yeah, it does, but at the same time, it feels like we've been together this whole time for real. Like, it took a little while for us to, all gel together, but I feel like we all play as one out there now.
How has Coach Collins pushed you like that? I know you talk about consistency, but where ways he tries to dig into you to make you more consistent?
Yeah, he just tries to, tell me, be a leader, be the leader in the group, push the younger guys, be the example, don't be out there loafing because, they're watching you, they're watching everything I do. And so I take that as, just trying to be that guy that they can look to, what to do and how to do it right.
You just said that you guys up downs for every time someone loafs on defense.
Yeah.
You guys had that problem in the cornerback room at all?
It's definitely shortened down a lot since the first day. We have, it doesn't matter whether it's corner room, the safety room, linebacker room, D-line room, but every group's pretty much got lowered their numbers down for sure.
Is the team carrying a big chip on their shoulder because of what happened last year?
Yeah, I'd definitely say so. We don't want to feel that again, and we're trying to, flip that record and take a couple losses off of that. And I just say, we don't want to feel that again, and we want to go out and prove to people that, we're a team that can compete and that we're one of those teams that should always be noticed.
A lot of people talk about the aggression of this defense, the blitzing, the hitting. And you guys as the corner, you guys are the safety valve. You're the one making sure that, hey, while y'all are being aggressive, we're out here working on islands. What has been your excitement to finally get a chance to start and be that guy that protects everyone else?
Yeah, just making sure I do my 1 and 11. Not letting the runner get to the outside of me, making sure I hold my outside leverage. Because and then also as a corner, just because you keep them inside doesn't, and you can say you did your job, isn't really good enough. Especially to Coach Collins, he wants us to go make that play. So it's also, just being physical, being there for the play when you need to, fitting in the run game when you need to, and of course doing our job in the back end pass-wise.
They often say you need to have a short memory of the corner. Especially when you live on islands, sometimes you get beat. Is that something that you've ever worked on, like just being like, hey, I need to toss that out and get in the next play?
Yeah, I'll say from the first scrimmage, we had our little money down situation where the offense, they started pretty close to the goal line, and Kenny had caught a pass on me early on that day. He scored, and it was just one of those things where I had to let it go and finish up the scrimmage. And I ended up finishing the scrimmage pretty well. I ended up getting player of the day on defense, and I didn't even know I did. I just happened to figure out in the meeting. So it's definitely one of those things where at corner, at DB in general, any position, you don't want to think about that last play because that can definitely take you off for the rest of the game for real.
How many picks do you have in camp?
I have 2 so far.
You say stay in contact with Marquez and AJ and MJ?
Yeah, I try to as much as I can. I know they're pretty busy, especially MJ and AJ in the league now. Shout out to those guys. Whenever I can, reach out to them, say congrats, or if I need any type of advice from them, they're always there for me.
What did they teach you about playing corner?
Just to be patient. Throughout these past 2 years, they've always just been there for me, whatever question I had. Like, if I asked them, like, well, what did you see here? Why did you play it like this? They told me, and that helped me figure, okay, they played it like this, so now knowing my skill set and how I play, I can play it this certain way, and that can help me go make it play.
What have you seen from Rashad Battle? You guys were in Georgia. He's been injured these past 2 years, so I'm excited to be able to get out in the field with him this year.
Oh, no, that's going to be pretty cool. I remember the first time I met Shad, it was my sophomore year of high school, and we had a little padded camp, and I'm a little scrawny, 150, 160 corner. That was my first year starting in high school, and I just see this big dude walking out there at corner. I'm like, who is this? And I think I remember seeing him on Twitter throughout those times in high school, but that was my first time seeing him. He was a pretty big physical guy back then, so it was just cool to see how it all comes around full circle, and now we'll be on the field together.
The Steelers used to have an offensive line named Wayne Gandy. You know him?
I don't, but that's very interesting to know that there's someone with my last name.
Yeah, he's from Florida.
Nah.
Okay, just check.
Yeah.
It was back to like 2001.
It was a while ago.
Yeah, I feel like I probably know him. I feel like my dad or my mom would have told me about him by now.
Right.
Yeah.
What's your biggest expectation for this defense? Like the biggest thing that you guys want to achieve? I know aggression has been like the theme, but like getting out there, your first game, setting that tone. What do you think is going to be the calling card?
Yeah, relentless effort. Whatever happens, like if a big play happens, let that go. Give the defense another chance to, get a stop out there. Even if they're in field goal range, we're trying to get them out of field goal range now. Just moving on to that next play and trying to keep them out the end zone.
We've heard a lot about how the up-tempo offense that you guys are now practicing in spring, how it's challenged like linemen, linebackers. But how is it challenged you guys as corners? Whereas the big guys, they're dealing with the up-tempo, but you also have to think really quickly as they're setting their line. How is it challenging you guys as corners?
Yeah, Coach Collins always emphasizes us to get home, get lined up, because you never want to get caught walking back to the line or just getting set, because you're never really going to be able to, get your mind right to what you have to do on that play. Get home, get a line, figure out what formation they're in, and go from there. Just make sure you're comfortable and not stressed out during that process.
This corner system, you find you're usually just sticking to one side, or inside, short side of the court, you find receiver around.
I think that pretty much goes like just week by week for whoever we're playing. There might be times where he wants us left and Coach Collins wants us left and right, and there might be times he wants us boundary field. It just kind of depends.